Y'all remember the PS2 sound where it used to go? Listen, right now, it's like this game not getting no more updates, ain't nothing else happening for Blazblue Cross Tag Battle, but it's also not impossible that something can happen again with Blazblue Cross Tag Battle in the future.
What?
Also, don't come on this video like, oh my god, no more Cross Tag Battle. No more. I don't want it. You're ugly. Go back to CF, you loser. This video is for the people who like Blazblue Cross Tag Battle and want to see more of it in the future, dog. Also, I'm gonna break down to you why there is not out of the realm of possibilities of getting anything else related to Cross Tag Battle. Blazblue Cross Tag Battle is the most sold BlazBlue game in history, with over 450k plus in total counting sales. Like for most sequels, if something goes well, the company just don't abandon the idea entirely. They somehow morph a new version with very similar mechanics, styles, or at least carry some things over, unless stated otherwise. Look at how some concepts from Mortal Kombat X were carried over into Injustice 2, and even potentially some stuff from Mortal Kombat 11's there now. Now, instead of me just making a video saying, oh, I just want Arc System Works to make a Blazblue Cross Tag Battle 2, I'm gonna talk about some things in Theorycraft on what we would like to see in a Blazblue Cross Tag Battle sequel. So I already know, this is the Blazblue Cross Tag Battle 2, the game that everybody that likes BlazBlue, FGC, will like to play. Hit the like button, subscribe, LGI, let's get it, let go.
Alright, who's next?
Let's see who's stronger.
First things first, we gon' need that young rollback netcode. Pretty much under delay-based netcode, a game's online play will intentionally delay the amount of time it takes for an input to register, compensating for the connection between the players. In fighting games with tight execution barriers, this sort of netcode causes a notable disparity between what the player inputs and when it is executed on screen. This is also why a lot of people don't want to play Untitled Birth right now, and also Blazblue Cross Tag Battle. Yeah, BBTAG is the more simplistic game out of the other one I just named. However, for more damaging and different harder combos, you're gonna need to learn some execution to do some of it regardless. This is like 100% super important that we start getting rollback netcode in every games, and Arc System Works also talked about putting rollback in their other games as well. So that's gonna be great. I wonder what's next to get rollback. If it's not Dragon Ball FighterZ, it could potentially be Granblue Fantasy Versus, because they got a hell of a budget. Granblue got that money, they got that cash money, okay? And bam, it could be even Guilty Gear Xrd. But please, I really would love to see rollback netcode in BBTAG if that happens. And then you'd be like, but you play games because of the characters sometimes. See, yeah, but also no. My main game is generally Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I grew up playing that game. I still love playing Smash Bros. 1v1, no items, try hard mode. I can still play with items too. It's cool. But listen, the reason why I play Smash Bros. Ultimate in its horrid condition is simply because they added one of my favorite characters and they just keep doing it over and over again. So I'm like more inclined to play that game even in the worst conditions. That probably happens to everybody. The video game could be garbage, but they'll put some character that you like in there and you probably gonna play it. However, we are tired, like,
be mad that the developers aren't hearing your voice. We're gonna make our voices heard. Roll back or roll out.
I think tag games where things are crazy chaotic period definitely will benefit the most. You have to be ready for everything in any type of mix. I always hated in cross tag when someone uses cross combo and it starts lagging, my anxiety be going through the roof and my brain just farts, then I get pissed and I don't want to play no more. It's very bad. Rollback will create a better online experience, and if we get that Guilty Gear Strive rollback, and also what I'm about to say is not 100% ideal, but legit, anime fighting games would be so amazing to have more American to Japanese battles in the future. I think when I see exhibitions versus continents, it gets me super hopeful, super hyped, and it makes me want to get better at the game overall. Number 2, a very big criticism of this game from the casual side of things. They gotta balance this freaking roster. Now, I'm not talking about the game balance in terms of gameplay yet. I'm talking about picking and choosing of the characters. If artists can secure the RWBY x Rooster Teeth collab again, then they gotta give us like additional 5 RWBY characters online. Legit, make the 5 new base roster characters, including Team RWBY, plus Neo should be Team Juniper, meaning John, Pyrrha, Nora, and Rin. The only other logical option would be either Crow or Oscar, but we'll let you guys decide in the comments who y'all want more. I think the problem with the characters is not the Blazblue side of things, hence the game is called Blazblue first, then everything else later. I think since Blazblue Dark War is new, they gotta update the roster with the designs and stuff, etc. But I think if we do get a Blazblue Cross Tag Battle, it will probably have to come after some other Blazblue games so they can add those Dark War concepts into the 2.5D game Mori wants to do, and then get a Blazblue Cross Tag Battle 2 first. Like, Nude Ragnar looks amazing, Naruto looks amazing, and some of those newer characters look magnificent. Again, a lot of people are not going to play Dark War because it's a gacha game, at least I know of in America in my comments section, and I kind of want it in English so I can experience the story. I think the more notable characters are missing as well. From the Persona 4 Arena Ultimax side, legit, we just need Sho Minazuki. That's all we needed to make this game so gas. That was the one character I was hoping from the Persona side. Just because of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, bro. They need to put him in this game arc. If you don't do nothing else to BBTAG, don't end it off without putting them in there. That is a very important character to the Persona side of things. And then they would just need Margaret, Marie, and also, I don't know how you guys feel about shadow versions of characters. I'm sad that we only got normal Labras and not shadow Labras. That's why I never made any videos with Labras, period, because my favorite version of Labras is the shadow one. Okay, the Persona is gas. Leave me alone. I love it a lot. It's broken. It's Anga. Untitled Birth, legit, they just gotta add the rest of the roster. It ain't that many Untitled Birth characters missing from BBTAG anyway. Just add the rest of them. Now, the reason why this is important is so they can focus on adding not only more universes, but also adding more characters to them. See, I've said this 100 times, Cross Tag Battle got a lot of people under the assumption that since a character was added as a Fate, the more characters are coming from the Fates universe as well. An example, since Yumi came to BBTAG, people were thinking, oh hey, they're gonna add Asuka, Homura, etc. to Blazblue Cross Tag Battle next. Same with Akaina's Heart Aino, and people believing more characters were coming with them as well at the time, and to be honest with you, you weren't wrong for thinking that way. Let me explain why. Blazblue Cross Tag Battle could have been a timeless game. I don't know if it did well or they dropped it for other ARC projects that probably giving them more money than just base DLC, but BBTAG could have been endless with the way the game was structured. Another thing, with how the DLC is handled, for a person who bought this game on launch, for the fact that all RWBY and Blazblue characters was in the game, it was really hard to please everyone. Again, you can't please everybody when you make a video game. But again, ARC, I don't care if you got to prep a year beforehand, before you announce it, please do not make another DLC pack without any RWBY characters. Most of y'all hype came from Neo. Out of all the DLC characters, I'm not gonna lie to you, you can argue with me with that, but Neo was probably #1 most popular character as a DLC that everybody played. Even if you don't like RWBY, even if you do like RWBY, everybody tried Neo that played Cross Tag Battle. Now, next on this list, we gotta talk about BBTAG's gameplay. Personally, I 100% enjoy the gameplay in Blazblue Cross Tag Battle, how it is. I know there are some jank things I personally don't like at all. I'm going to start off with a big complaint I see a lot of people who picked up Cross Tag Battle for the first time go on about. 5C is super broken, bruh. It could be scrubby, but it is a very annoying thing with how the game works. Legit, I understand why they made 5C to let newer players get a lot of damage for free. I think the way it was implemented takes it a little too far. Sometimes it looks like you're doing almost 35 to 40% of damage off of health just off a single hit confirm or a button. It's cool, but at the same time, they should have focused on making it a generic team super input while also making unique team interaction special moves as well. That's another thing missing. They should have made some like team unique special moves or something like that. Who knows? I don't know. They could have worked on that a little bit more. I think what I would have done with 5C is I like Tekken a lot, right? I love Tekken 7. So I like the ability to just like knock somebody off the wall or something like that. Or make it to where they do a wall split. I don't know. Find some way to like make it cool. I just think there's so many other ways to do it that make it just easy damage. Or just make it a normal button in general. It wouldn't have hurt the game and it being simplistic in the design of things, I believe. I'm not a game designer. I don't know. I just want something better than what they did with 5C personally. Another thing I will 100% take away, bro, I hate auto throws so much. It is so stupid. 3 years later, that even if you accidentally mess up the super input, you literally run into combos or somebody trying to whiff punish. Good Gear Strap doesn't even have this. I would have taken this out in 2.0 easily. It's also very frustrating when grab is triangle circle and then super is also triangle circle. You can also map it to a different button, but I think it's still gonna do the same thing if you map it regardless. So like, what was y'all tweaking up? However, I think Blazblue Cross Tag Battle will seriously benefit even more from rounds. I think the gameplay is more simplistic in design, which is not a bad thing for me personally. I know a lot of other veterans feel that the game probably sucks or doesn't feel as good to them. Whatever, right? I also think that if the damage was shortened for this type of game, it would get boring fast, since the game doesn't necessarily have all these options as older games. Again, I feel like you will see the same thing happen too often in matches, and I feel like that's what Artist is trying to avoid. I don't know, I could 100% be wrong here. The last thing a sequel to Blazblue Cross Tag Battle needs, and I swear on everything, is a freaking arcade mode. I hate cheap arcade modes. That's like one of my like casual pet peeves of this game. Like they put the arcade mode in there and you get nothing at the end. Like you don't even get wallpaper, you don't get art, you don't get nothing. It just be so bootleg. Like congratulations. It ain't even like Smash Bros. Well, I could have made it myself. Like it be making me angry when they do that. I need Mortal Kombat level arcade modes. Give me some non-canon crap that gets me excited for the future of the character that could potentially be canon one day. I want character or team specific endings, not some generic ender period. I know most fighting games opt out for the visual novel like story modes anyway, but at the same time, a lot of fighting games are evolving. Look at how Guilty Gear, Strive, and Exert has been doing in their Mortal Kombat. A lot of games have been evolving with their story modes. So, I think everything I broke down in today's video is very important if Arc System Works wants to make a Blazblue Cross Tag Battle 2 and to please majority of the fan base that have problems with the game. But at the same time, it's a 50-50 chance if Blazblue does come back someday in the BBTAG fashion. It's a 50-50 chance if we ever see anything else from Blazblue Cross Tag Battle in the future besides minuscule updates to like training mode, mechanics, or even potentially adding rollback. I don't think the game will go back into full like development long-term support. Y'all get what I'm talking about. But again, Mori has also stated that if he does make Blazblue again in the future, which I believe will happen in the next half a decade or so, we'll get an announcement, probably even earlier, that it's probably going to look like a 2.5D game, somewhat similar to Guilty Gear Strive or Dragon Ball FighterZ Granblue Fantasy Versus ordeal. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, what changes would you want for Blazblue Cross Tag Battle 2? What would you like to see updated even in a Blazblue Cross Tag Battle 3.0? Would you buy a Blazblue Cross Tag Battle 2? Tell me in the comments down below. It's your boy Avataryaya. Follow me on Twitter at avataryayaTV. And remember, you guys are golden, NNID is raw. Squalla, peace, I'm out.
I've been the devil, I need me an arc in the heart of my breathing, I feel like time's right. Walking this bitch with a zombie, so I'll let you rock it, I keep me a domino. Bitch on my dick, man, I feel like Kazaki. Stretching that pussy out like it's Pilates. I'm snatching the soul like right out of a body. Fire, I'm spitting, I'm feeling like Dobby. White bitch, blonde hair, looking like Lucy. She from Kyoshi, I paint her face Suki.